cupcakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Carry now for Tony Pollard, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott, eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
It's 3rd down and 5.
From the gun, Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Here's Jackson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here comes Dobbins on the toss right. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. wore down defenses, and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
7 yards on the play, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Complete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. This defense, and now they're going to fake it. And that is incomplete. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. Early in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Try and run for it with Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down, Cowboys.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Anthony Ingram picks it, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Jackson going to run. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ingram. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That's some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the...
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Anthony Averett picks it. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Got a man. It's caught. For Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Now left side on the swing pass. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
8 yards on the...
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Lewis. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Prescott from the gun. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. To the air again, Prescott. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Shotgun, it's Prescott being chased out left. He may try and run for this. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime, something to build on maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Jackson. Caught right side at Snead. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10.
The score, Ravens 13. Cowboys 10.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 48-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Greg Zerline lining up.
Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now Jackson on first down. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Darryl Worley.
Jackson's pass intercepted by the Cowboys. They'll take over first and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. He will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On 2nd and 9, Jackson eluding the pressure right. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Just keeping the play alive. Over the middle, complete. That's Ingram. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds. Downs. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Complete to Tony Pollard. It's a gain of a yard. And it's
play fake. Here's Prescott. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Down there, but it's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Well, now comes the Cowboys punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Ingram going to get it on the option. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And you know he wants to make the most of every carry because he competes with his quarterback. Lamar Jackson, 4 carries and yardage. But Mark Ingram, over 1,000 yards last season. And then the Ravens went out and drafted J.K. Dobbins out of Ohio State in the 2nd round. So now the Ravens potentially have 2 guys to pair with Lamar Jackson in the run game. Wishbone formation, anyone?
Yeah, he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
They run the toss with Dobbins.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as the Ravens push further out in front. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score, Ravens 27, Cowboys 17.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
First and 10. Their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Prescott looks to throw on first.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Dallas.
Man open left side is Brown. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Matt Judon able to record his 5th sack of the season. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Here's Prescott. This will be caught just inside the 10. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
7-yard attempt.
And Zerline's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down, now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get...
And I think the ball's out. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
On second down, Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Oh, no, he lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Throwing on second and long. Jackson escaping the pressure right. They'll try and run it. The 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
I mean, what more can you say about Lamar Jackson? We know that he's got the quickness and the agility, but if you wanted proof of his straight line speed, look no further.
And normally when you see guys moving this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, and then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off, and he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
And if you're wondering just how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats says 21.8 miles per hour.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, Jackson. Open man, Boykin, he's got him. Touchdown, Baltimore. Miles Boykin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
All the receivers in the league are playing.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott now. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Throwing. Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Jackson's going to throw it. Flushed out right. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll run here with Dobbins. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
6-yard loss on the play. 3rd and goal.
Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will extend. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is Tony Pollard. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game.
And now here is another interception. Anthony Averett picks it.
Tonight's
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Baltimore, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Dallas, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.